Hey guys, so today I've got 4 new sovereigns to show you, and yeah, just in case you haven't already seen, this is the Memorial Sovereign. So this is 2022, but it is like a special edition. It's the obviously first sovereign with the King Charles III on. It isn't actually the 2023 sovereign, it is just like an extra one that they've added in. So anyway, on to the 4 that I have picked up today. And here we are. So these are all the same monarch, and they are all the same portrait, and they are 4 different dates. So this date run that I'm definitely not doing, I'm actually 3 dates closer because I already have a 1974. So here we have a 74, a 76, 79, and an 81. So these are the Machin portrait, and that's basically the engraver's surname. So it's based on his name. Otherwise, it could be the second bust, or the sort of first one of the decimal era, if you like. And yeah, we have 4 fairly nice examples. So, like I say, it's the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. I quite like it. The third portrait was a proof only. So, if you want to get one of these, you really need to be looking between 1974 and 1982. So there were some proofs, there were some bullion ones. These are obviously just bullion ones. And yeah, if you want to go for the portrait before, you'd need to be pre-1968 or 1968 as well, but 1968 or below. And yeah, they're 4 from today. Here we have some Gilliks. So yeah, these are all Liz sovereigns that I've got here today. This tube has 29 in there. We've got 3 that you've seen already, another 3, so that will be 35. That will be 39 in there. So I've not got the special year sovereigns like 2022 or 2005, 2002, etc. I've just got like your normal, Liz dates, George and the Dragon. So just a point, this tube I have here, whilst it isn't the Royal Mint sort of official one, it is quite handy in that you can sort of see through the side, and obviously you can count up without having to tip them everywhere and wrestle around with them all. So I've got an empty Royal Mint tube there, no actual sovereigns in it, but just for comparison, so you can't actually see through. You can see if if it's full of sovereigns, you'll see like the darker colour, but you can't really count them and stuff. And just, yeah, while we're here, something you can do as well is you can check like the edges. So just by looking there, you would see if there was like an obvious outlier, like if there was one with, no reeded edge, then it would stand out a mile away. So it is, yeah, it's interesting just to, have a look there. And the thing about these sovereigns, again, they are still just a nice colour. Anything after the millenniums, when it's gone this sort of pink coppery colour, and they don't look too bad actually under this light, but when the Royal Mint take the photos on their website, they do just look like pink. It's as if they're trying to make them look more pink. So today I was having a look in this book, which is the Gold Sovereign series by Mr. Marsh and revised by Stephen Hill. So very good book. If you're interested in sovereigns, that would be the one to go for. It includes things like the mintage figures, proof and bullion, tells you about the coins themselves, and obviously has pictures and, examples and that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's useful. I do have some other books, like this one. This is a Spink book, and this is Coins of England. So, it's a good book, but it only is pre-decimal, so you won't find these Machin sovereigns in there, as they are obviously after that period. It does have loads of other coins though as well, so if you're not just interested in sovereigns, you want to look at all coins, then it would be a good book to do. So I'm going to basically add these to my tube. What did I say was in there? Oh, I can count from the outside, so not too bad. And yeah, we're going to get 47 in this tube. I think that's what it held last time, the other one. So I do normally use the Royal Mint tubes now that if I've got enough. Have some other tubes as well which hold the sovereigns in capsules. So like all my 2022s and special years are in those. Like I say, this tube, it's full of all the different Liz portraits. So at the minute, yeah, I've got, you know, not quite enough to fill it because I've taken out the special years. So what I would do is perhaps, you know, once I've got enough sovereigns, I will either swap out the duplicate years for years I haven't got, or I'll just make, like, in here I have, you know, I've got a tube like of Shields, I've got a tube of Eds, I've a tube of Georges and that sort of thing. So, you know, once I fill the tube up, yeah, we can either split them down or worry about it then. Not really a big issue. Otherwise, that is about all for today. And yeah, I've got a couple more modern ones coming, which are just you know, normal bullion sovereigns, best value type. And whilst I do prefer the older ones, and I would like to do a date run, I don't want to turn down, you know, well-priced bullion sovereigns in favour of picking like worse ones just to get the date, if that makes sense. So yeah, in the future, like I say, the date run, it doesn't really add value to most people. Like, it's a bit of fun for me, and it's a bit of fun to follow along perhaps on the channel. But in terms of like the eventual value, if I go to a dealer with this tube of sovereigns, they're not going to care if it is a date run or if it's just all 1981s or whatever. You know, it doesn't really matter. And the thing is, a lot of collectors, they don't want to go and buy the whole run in one go. A lot of collectors, you know, the fun of it is to make the collection, you know, yourself. So yeah, some people might go out and buy, you know, a run of maybe the Machin portraits, but I think ultimately the best plan is just to buy good quality sovereigns at the best price, regardless of the date, really. You know, obviously, for granted that they're genuine sovereigns, you know, don't obviously go and buy from any dodgy sources, and you should be good.